Right, so now we will add the button right here, so we can click it, and whenever we click it, we will create a side drawer. So first is the button. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to our project, and if you remember right here, we've imported a menu icon, and I made a mistake. This one it's not from core, it's from icons. It's kind of a different dependency. If we go to the package.json, we have material UI core and then icon, so it's a different library. Okay. So sorry for that. I'm gonna go at the bottom, and first we need to bring that button. Now to use buttons inside the toolbar, and actually inside the material UI, we need to use the icon button. So I'm gonna open and say icon button. Okay, and remember we are importing icon button right here at the top. Okay, so now from within icon button, we can put an icon, and in this case, I'm using an icon from, Material UI. And you can use whatever icon you want. It doesn't really matter. Right here, we can see the icon. It's kind of a black. I'm going to change that. And again, if you put your own icon, it's going to work as well. But, this one comes already ready to go. Okay. So the icon button needs some configurations. So I'm going to do area label, just like this. And this one is going to be a menu. Then the color, and the color we will inherit because the color source. Right here, of course, we need to import drawer and, set some state and everything, something like that. Let me go to the drawer option. So with each drawer, you can set an anchor, which is going to be where you're going to open it, from the left or the right. And in this case, we're going to be passing an open state. So whenever the page loads, if this the state top is actually true, if this this value is true, the page will load with the side drawer open. So we need to mind that. And then we have a third prop, which is going to be the onClose. Whenever we want to close it, we need to trigger a function to close it. So we can change the state of this, the state at top in this case. But that's fine, don't worry, we're going to do it right now. So I'm going to go back to our project, and I'm going to host the side drawer on a different file. So I'm going to create a new file, and this one is going to be called side and then drawer.js. So the side drawer is going to be just a stateless function. So I'm going to use the plugin React stateless components. I'm going to press enter, and it will create a side drawer for me. So I made a mistake. Let me change I always make this mistake. I don't know why. Something, So side drawer with a capital S, and then side drawer with a capital S. So this side drawer will be receiving some props, which are all the configurations we need to use, the anchor maybe, or maybe the open this top and everything else. In this case, we're going to be passing the open and the onClose props. All right. So first we need to import the drawer from the top. So I have it right here. So we have it right here, drawer. So if you remember, we need to be passing from parent to child the open and the unclose property. So right here, we will get an open equals to, something we're going to be adding right now, and then an unclose. All right, open and close. Now the open is going to be true or false. If we want the drawer open whenever the app starts, it's going to be true or false. So I'm going to store this inside this, that state, and then drawer, and then open. We don't have the state. I'm going to create it right now. So we're going to go right here at the top, and I'm going to say state, open and close, and we will be adding of course, the state. So in this case, it's drawer open, and whenever the application starts, I want it closed. So it's going to be false. All right. So now we are passing that state drawer. So this one will be receiving a prop called open. So we need to pass props, and then props that open. All right. And remember, this is a stateless component. We don't need to use this.props. It's not a class. All right. So now we need to create a function that it will toggling that state drawer open whenever we want to close it. Now we don't have this function. I'm going to create it right now. It's really simple. So I'm going to run a function, and whenever we run this function, we're going to be passing a value in this case, and then it's going to be this.toggle and then drawer open and close, and then value. Now, and maybe there is no need to pass a value. We can just, use a ternary, but that's fine. For now, I'm just going to be passing the value. I want to show you something else. So inside side drawer, whenever the drawer wants to close, we will fire this. All right. Okay. So inside side drawer, I'm going to be making a reference to the props we are passing, which is props on close and then false. So, and this is what I want to show you because maybe you don't know it. Right here, we are passing a prop called onClose, right? Okay. So this one is just a function. We don't have this function. We're going to create it right now. So this function is going to be running this with an argument, which in this case is going to be false. So from within here, we will trigger this function called onClose. OnClose makes a reference to this.toggle, and this onClose receives that false. So grabs the false, run this function, and it's kind of passing this to this. So this pretty much are the same thing. If I don't do this, this value, this toggle drawer will never receive that false. I need to pass it from, child to parent. That's why I want to show you this. So we don't have this function. Is a really dumb function. I'm going to go at the top and say toggle drawer equals, just a function, open and close, and we will be setting this.set state open and close, and it's going to be drawer open and then value. All right, so we are receiving a value, which is the actual prop, which is just false. We could just say false or something like that, but in this case I wanted to show you this. Okay, right, so let's try to open the this inside of the nav. All right. So on the side drawer, I'm gonna go and create a list just like this. Remember we are importing this at the top. So this list needs what kind of component we're gonna be using, and in this case, it's gonna be a nav because we are using it inside of a navigation. Okay, so inside of here, we need to add each button we're going to be using right here. And for this one, we use the list item. So I'm going to open and close it. And this list item needs some configuration. And in this case, this list item is going to be. And in this case, I'm going to say button. And all of this is on the documentation. So whenever you use button, it will do that, hover effect and everything else. If you don't use it, it's going to do something else. So whenever we click this button, we need to do something. So I will attach an on click with a function. And for now, we are just going to do console log. And in this case, the first button is going to be featured. So I'm just going to say featured. All right. So this one will be the option event starts in, which actually it's, when the event starts, the main section of our web page. Okay. So, I'm going to write it, event starts in. Now there's one more thing I want to do before we finish with the header and everything else. So right now on the final one, if I scroll to the top, we get kind of a transparent effect. And then if I scroll down, it shows with the background color. So first, to do this and to check if everything is working with a fixed position, I need to add more height to the to our application. So I'm going to go to the app.js and I'm just going to hard code some styling so we can simulate that we have actual real content in our web page. So I'm going to add a height. There we go. A height of, I don't know, something big, 100. Yeah, that's good. Pixels. Very good. And I'm going to change the background because I want to see that, transparency. So I'm going to write corn flower blue. You can put red or whatever, doesn't matter. So, okay, so we get this, and if I scroll down, the header, it's in a position fixed. So this prop position fixed works. Now, when I am at the top of the screen, what I want to do, I want to give this transparency, right? And when I scroll, I want to show the color. So we're going to do that in the next section. Let's go to the next one.